Security is more than just preparing your body. Of course, I've been doing bodybuilding. I've done martial arts for several years. But there's one key component to protection, and that's awareness. That's knowledge. That's understanding. That's being competent in your field. Growing up in the Nation of Islam, I've had to study security. I've done so many security details, from heads of state to the president of Ghana, John Jerry Rawlings, several celebrities, athletes, entertainers, you name it. One of the most important things that I learned with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. One day he was sitting by the pool, and I thought I was doing security, you know. I was probably 15, but my mind was to secure my grandfather. So I'm standing beside him doing security, and he saw how militant and how obvious I was trying to do security, and he said, son, some of the best security is looking like you're not on security. And I said, man. And so that went right into my martial arts training. Whenever you're engaged in a battle or in a fight, the one who has the angle that they was not expecting is the one who gets the victory the most of the times. And that's why they say you cannot defend yourself against the element of surprise. So, awareness. When we say in the Nation of Islam, our general orders, what is your general or your first general order? To take charge of this post and all temple property in view, sir. How does that translate? What does that mean, to take charge of your post and all temple property in view? My post is my spirit first. If my spirit is not clean and is not sensitive to life, then I cannot be alert and aware to what's going on around me. So my spirit has to be clean. You have an intuitive brain. You have an intuitive spirit and function that comes along with your humanity if you are intact, if you're in tune. And understanding that is your first hand up on security, is being able to perceive, being able to understand, being able to comprehend what you're around and what you're looking at. Security is about prevention. We see security officers, they stand there and they have an authority complex, because a lot of us didn't feel like we was something growing up. We was teased, we was bullied. So as soon as we get into a position of authority, we want to misuse it. We want to mistreat somebody. We want to flex our power. So a lot of security officers can't wait to get in a fight, because we can't wait to prove who we are to get our respect. But true security, true prevention, is about avoiding circumstances and preventing loss. And that's what we're involved in, is being able to see ahead of time so that we can prevent an accident or some kind of conflict from happening. If you think about the police station, they always say our first responders. Keyword responders. When you are a sentinel or a security officer, you can't be focused on being a responder. A responder is after the fact that something has already occurred. So I met Karl J a couple years ago, and brother had a very beautiful spirit, and also grew up in the Nation of Islam, so that was automatic that we was gonna link. The camaraderie was special. The brotherhood was special, as it always is with those brothers who understand knowledge of self, want for their brother what they want for themselves. Us being reared in that kind of culture, we locked in instantly. So he hit me up. But before I get to that part, when I saw the way he did hair, I knew instantly that I was looking at something that I did not understand, because the level of perfection was that of which I've never witnessed. So I was instantly impressed and curious on how this brother did it, because I never saw anyone do hair to that level of perfection. And then to find out that he didn't use the certain chemicals that everyone else used, or the certain techniques everyone else used, and still produce something far superior, I was like, wow, this brother's amazing. So skip forward, he called me, I showed up, and I got so many jewels from him speaking that I'm going to keep in the forefront of my mind, but some of them have been planted in my subconscious, and I will always share this information. But it was definitely a stepping stone for me. Security in this day and age is a must. And I don't want you to think about security as somebody's job, but it is an obligation that comes along with your life. It comes along with your everyday getting up out of the bed. When you leave your house, you're not guaranteed to come back home. When you get home, you let your guard down. And these are one of the most vulnerable places, as taught by my teacher, Grandmaster Abdul Aziz. So to round this up, being in a militant structure in the Nation of Islam, set up by Master Fard Muhammad, he had us doing close order drill. He had us standing in ranks, hands to our side, no twitching, no scratching, no turning, looking to the left, looking to the right. Your eyes is looking directly at the back of the head of the man in front of you. And one person gives the command, and they say left, we all snap our head to the left. That's the culture I grew up in. But who knew that the culture that was given to us by Master Fard Muhammad would be something that needs to be implemented in every household in the United States of America and abroad, because of the continuous escalation of violence. This year alone, it was over 400 mass shootings, and the year is still ongoing. It's not over yet. We have the highest in insane asylums, and we lead in all kind of crime and all kind of wickedness. So there's a lot of celebrities out there who hire a homeboy who has a gun. But Fat Joe was just talking about getting real security, real people first who love you and who love the job, and not take it as a job for themselves to make money, but take it as a tool to strengthen the brotherhood of righteousness. Not just a brotherhood of those that's trying to make money, but when we take that position, we are trying to spread knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because that is the true preventor of self-hated based crimes. And so the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, in order for you to love yourself, you have to have knowledge of self. So if you don't have knowledge of self, you cannot produce love for self. So that's the basis of our work in security, it is first securing yourself with the knowledge and understanding of self, God, and your enemy. And then once you master that microcosm, then you have a key to the macrocosm. Stay tuned. Your brother Elijah Farrakhan, CEO of EF Resistance, co-owner of Nation Preppers, and the owner of Sentinel Elite.